not just you giving us some money and hoping it pans out in the long term. It's we're going to help you in the meantime. Like we'll give you shout outs on the air. We'll bring you on the air. Different things can happen depending on how you want to help us out, and we want to make it a circular thing. We want to make sure that we're rewarding you for helping us, so that you're keeping us on the air. We're getting you noticed, and we're giving you a little bit extra, as Sean would say, and as Johnny Searfoss would say, goodies. Good. Mm-hmm. We want to give you the goodies. Mm-hmm. Goodies.
And on top of that, we told Susan Aquila before we came back on, before she took off, that we are also looking to do live shows. If you go to letstalkaboutmusic.com and click on the sponsors tab, we have live shows rates too. That way we can come to your show and broadcast live here on your show. So that will another how we are able to get those licenses too, not just by sponsorships and donations or whatnot. That can help us out too. Just go on our website, letstalkaboutmusic.com, and that's how you guys can help that way too. That way you get one of two things. One, you get a live show on the broadcast. Everyone can hear how great you guys sound live here. And two, we can actually afford to keep the show going. So, yeah. And then, of course, Susan was like, really? You can do a live show? So, yeah, she was all like jazzed with us. So that's what we're looking to do. I mean, I already done 2 live shows already. If you go to our archives, and you'll see King Cardinals. If you go to archives on speaker.com, if you guys are not on it, let me real quick. I'll put it in the chat room real quick. So people who come back later to listen to the show, they'll see the chat room. That is the link to our archives. So if you go in there and you click on shows, you'll see a whole lot of them. But you go to LTATM on location, you'll see I have 2 shows. I did a King Cardinal live show, and then I did a live show for friends of mine because, well, they're my friends and I want to hear them play while I was at work. And it has evergreen travelers who are part of Let's Talk About the Music crew. So, but that's the only 2 I have, and I like to do a lot more than just those 2. I would like to go travel and meet you guys at your own domain. Show me your city. I love to see New York. I want to see the Statue of Liberty. I want to touch her big toe. I don't know why. It's just it's a thing. I don't know, but that's what I'm looking to do. So anyone who wants to do that, yeah. So that's where we guys can help with the perks. So, and you can tell that I feel kind of defeated because I wish I can pay more, but I can't do any more. Even my volunteers, we're getting ready to do a brochure. Marjorie is going to be taking a lot of brochures to her events. She's Magical Things. You heard her story on here, her commercial. She's Magical Things, and she's going to be taking a brochure to all her events and trying to help get the show more profitable. Not profitable, that's a wrong word. Keep it on the air too. And if you see her out there, I'm going to ask her to give her tour dates where she's going to be. I know she's going to be in London here in middle of June. But I'll ask her for 2 days. So wherever she's at, and you're listening in, we will send her your directions so you can pick up a brochure if you don't want to do it online, which is perfectly fine with me. That way you can just fill out there, and we can do from there. But yeah, she's gonna be taking them all out. Anybody else of my volunteers wants to take some brochures? If you want to take some brochures with you from her thing, let her know, and she'll be happy to take them with you, and that will help us out too. Spread the word.
Oh yeah, we would welcome a Let's Talk About the Music street team, so to speak.
Oh, I like it.
See?
I got chills. And then more ukulele, I can get T-shirts, and I will get LTATM street team. Oh, that's so awesome! I want T-shirts. I'm no longer sad anymore.
If you're listening right now, you are now in on the very first new thing, and jump on board with us. Come on.
Yes. All 6 people who's listening in, that'd be great. No, normally we actually get people to come in on the show and hearing it after the show airs and on demand and all that stuff. So that'd be great. But yeah, and also I gotta let you guys know where you can hear our show. If it's not here on speaker, we're on iTunes, TuneIn, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, podcast.com. Of course, here on speaker is the main hub. And then there's also Facebook and Twitter and Gmail where I'm broadcasting it everywhere. So that's where it's networking. I almost got onto one other podcast network, but it costs money too, and I couldn't really afford that one, so I had to pull out till I'll be back. We'll be back.
We will. We will always be back. Da, 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 da.
So that's basically where we are right now in that topic. So, all right, no more business shop. Let's go back to the music. Let me take a small break because we need to recollect, and then we'll be right back. Okay, all right.
Woohoo! Let's Talk About the Music is starting.
What is Let's Talk About the Music, and why are you so excited about it?
It's a podcast with controversial talk and a global mix of music.
Oh, cool. How and where can I listen?
Just go to letstalkaboutthemusic.com and click follow to be sure to get all the info about the bands that are playing and see their music videos. Then click on Spreaker or iTunes to listen live and even chat with other listeners and the host herself.
What day and time is Let's Talk About the Music on?
Every Wednesday night from 8 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time.
I think I'll tune in. Thanks for the info.
Magical Things offers fantasy art for festival and everyday living, featuring the fine arts and craft creations of Marjorie Delaney on practical printed products such as journals, mugs, costuming, wearable art, formal wear, and accessories. We also carry a line of magical supplies, including candles, oils, herbs, and limited ritual items. All items are created in a scenic studio space in Culpeper, Virginia, and available throughout the world online, as well as at festivals and events. Magical Things offers custom creations too, such as costuming, illustrations, and more. Come visit us at magicalfantasy.com.
Well, that was some boring music.
Spike?
Come on, where's the Justin Bieber? Where's the Katy Perry? Where's the Fall Out Boy?
Noddle, you have witch powers. Turn him into a chipmunk and feed him to the owl outside.
I will do no such thing. We're here to talk about our website.
HomeCanineNeutering.com?
What?
No! InvaderPet.com, where people can check out our comic strips or locate bookstores selling bookmarks with our comics on them. So, listeners, want to see comics of me, Noddle the Witch, my pets Kaylee Cat, and Spike Beagle? Go to InvaderPet.com and check us out.
Seriously, though, you guys really have a canine neutering website?
contingency. And these walls, they compromise my hopes and dreams. Dreams. I decided who I'm supposed to be. I have to let go to be free. It's time now to find my identity. You wanna love me, you wanna hold me, you wanna own me, you wanna hold me down.
You think you can't control me? It's clear you just don't know me. You think that you can own me? You wanna hold me down.
Christina Faulkner, Dollhouse. I'm Shels here in Tacoma, Washington.
I'm Spider in Ohio.
Yes. And we are talking about being a woman in the music industry. That we were talking to Susan Aquila earlier. And I'm so excited that I actually say her name correctly. Awesome. The triumph.
Yes, personal triumph. Goal achieved.
Yes.
Achieved, unlocked. Dun, dun,
Absolutely.
dun, dun.
Now, we had a celebration before we went on vacation, episode 22nd, and we had a little bit of connection problem.
Well, it wouldn't be a Let's Talk About the Music retrospective without some kind of technical difficulty,
Yes. And
It kind
guess
of makes
what?
sense.
Yeah, and guess what? We have not had one.
No, we're good. We're good.
Why? Because I decided to move my desk around to where it used to be, and my Wi-Fi adapter was not singling out where the Wi-Fi router is. So now that
Location.
Yes. So we are fixing episode 22nd, so you don't have to go to one link and then listen to the other one. 1 hour when we're actually in the groove, and then the second link where you sound like yes. So anyway, and I've also got a lot of musicians who are emailing me asking me where's the newsletter. Well, we're getting there. I was trying to get the newsletter before we went on vacation, but it didn't work out. So I'm still working on the newsletter where all the musicians will get a newsletter about the show and what we're looking for and all that jazz. So we are getting there. Trust me, I promise it's coming.
One foot in front of the other.
Yes. Because I feel so bad because Brian emailed me and said, where's the newsletter? Did it come out yet? Did I miss it? No, honey. I am very behind. I haven't updated the playlist on the website yet. I am so behind. Anyway. All right, so back to the topic about the women in the music industry. With you, Spider, so what musician inspires you a great deal?
Well, I like to think I'm a really well-rounded music fan, and there's quite a few female musicians and groups that I'm partial to, although not all of them are really super well-known as far as being big in the music industry. I've never been as much of a pop music fan, so some of the more pop artists I'm not as huge a fan of. But we were talking about Imogen Heap from the UK. She does electronic music. She works on her own, is independent, and she makes some really, really nice stuff. We mentioned Shirley Manson with Garbage. No relation to Marilyn Manson, of course. But she makes some very good music also, still very kind of like a rock, electronic kind of 90s hard rock kind of thing still. But one thing that I'm partial to, as I mentioned to Susan, was I like a distinctive voice. I really like a distinctive voice that stands out. When